Welcome back, ballers. Welcome to another 2022 regular season matchup between the Southern Stingers and Pacific Pilots. Let's get it.
And that's deep. That has a chance. Gone. Air ball to Jake. Play from Jake Oliver. Deep. Gone. Deep. Gone. Walk off. Thomas. Deep. Gone. Oh. Peter makes the grapefruit. Flips the first. What a play. Peter McNeil.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another AWA 2022 matchup. We have the Southern Stingers at 12-9. Actually, they got swept by the Northern Nighthawks last week, and the Pacific Pilots at 7-11. But they do not have DJ Oliver and Brad McGinnis, their 1-2 pitching options. It'll be an interesting matchup today. Looking at the away team in the Southern Stingers, Jordan Rice will be here. Peter McNeil, Drew Tenzar, alongside Brock Blales of the Eastern Enforcers, will be out for a month. Barrett Carlo's back, Cole Blevins, and in Drew Tenzar's place, Ryan Budnick makes his AWA debut. Looking at the home team in the Pacific Pilots, big storyline today is their top two options, DJ Oliver and Brad McGinnis. Pitchers 1 and 2 will not be here today. Keaton, Mark, and Josh are joined by Ryan Budnick. Ryan Budnick will be on the Pilots. Jonas Ferguson will make his AWA debut on the Southern Stingers. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. About to start game 1. Pacific Pilots Southern Stingers. Mark Campanero will be the starting pitcher here today for the Pilots.
Oh yeah, I forget you had DJ too. I haven't seen him. What? I haven't seen him. No, he's not here.
Jordan Rice will lead it off for the Southern Stingers here today.
I'm saying like the last couple times they played too. I'm saying against us.
Did you sweep the Pilots in the first matchup or what?
Did we sweep you guys?
No, they beat us 2-1.
So random.
Oh yeah, no RBIs for anyone.
The win that Oakland gifted us.
Yeah. On a golden platter.
All right, and here we go. Getting ready to start game 1. Mark, you good? Good enough.
Mark's only thrown 100.
Tom, stop distracting the players.
No, just count it. We'll play.
And here we go. First pitch about to be underway. Pilots Stingers. Pilots at 7-11 record. Stingers at a hot 12-9, but have fallen some games lately. And here we go. Foul ball. Strike 1. Tried to get them ready. We just had to throw the first pitch if they were 0-1. Let's throw it away. And then give it to Peter. Got him. Strike 3, and Mark Campanero picks up a strikeout. Not normally a strikeout pitcher, but maybe he's been putting in some work. His team needs him to come through today, and he starts off with a strikeout. Jordan Rice, Peter McNeil, captain, will step in. Peter, third in the league with 7 home runs. A slow ephus there, fools Peter a little bit there, 0-1. Yeah, seriously.
2.
Cricket strike right there, but it'll be 1-1. And that's flared out to Josh and caught for the out. And that's 2 away for Mark Campanero. The Southern Stingers are a very swing-happy team. Rare feat that sets them apart from most teams. So if Mark is not throwing it in the zone, that'll help to his advantage. Cole Blevins hitting in the 3-0 this week. He's hitting 385 on the year. Only 1 error on the year in the field. A slow curve right there, 0-1. Low. Fouled straight back. 1-2. Fouled off. We'll miss low. Ball 2, 2-2. And that's a shot to the shortstop right underneath Ryan Budnick's arms, and Cole will reach for a single. Cole Blevins has been on a tear this year. Right behind him is second in the league in average, Barrett Carlo. 444. This is outside, ball 1. Thinks about it. 2-0. And that's a shot right back to where Cole was. Throws it and gets, oh, and he drops it. Would have been a fantastic play right there all around, but unfortunately Keaton can't come up with the ball. Keaton normally is sure-handed. Put his foot down on second before he had the ball. Jonas Ferguson will make his AWA debut right here for the missing Drew Tenzar. And a slow Ephus. And that's flared into the no man's land, but Keaton will grab it and tag Barrett Carlo for the out. They get out of the inning. Only 2 hits for Mark Campanero, and all around a good start pitching-wise for the Pilots, who are without their number 1 and 2 starters today. Peter McNeil will be on the mound, second in the AWA in ERA. Peter's home runs have been up this year. His ERA has been low this year. His on base has been down a little bit. But all around, Peter McNeil is having his best year thus far in the AWA.
Yeah, exactly.
Cole Blevins, the Gold Glove first baseman, will be at first. Jordan Rice, second baseman. And Barrett Carlo, on-base machine at shortstop for the Stingers. Keaton McKay will step in here. A pitch that barely misses. Ball 1. A little high, 2-0.
Good eye.
Swinging it right underneath that high riser. 2-1 now. Three and 1.
Let's get on base. Let's go.
Swinging at that one, it's going back and caught for the out. That ball hung up on Jordan Rice, and for a second it looked like it was going out, but it was just a fall deep fly out, and up steps Mark Campanero, 2021 Silver Slugger, stepping in. What would be considered a fantastic year for any hitter in the AWA. Mark's numbers are actually down this year, but still has very potent offensive threat. For the Pilots as he lays off the high pitch there, 2-0. Uncharacteristic of the Pilots, they only had 2 runs last week, as that's another deep fly to Jordan Rice, caught for the out, and arguably one of the hardest players to get out, pops out. Upsets Ryan Budnick in his AWA debut, hitting in the 3 spot for the Pilots. That's a strike. 0-1. Hits him there. 1-1. Pilots need some offense pickup after their last week's games. That's 2-1. And you hey, Mark, you want to scratch up one of them? Which one's this? Are they like brand new?
They're none of them are, like, there's like 2 or 3 that.
Someone must have gotten to my stash, because I don't throw balls out here unless they're perfected. 2-1 count. A nasty pitch right there, evens the count, 2-2. Full count, very patient in his first AWA at bat. And just misses, and he'll reach.
There we go.
Mark, you wanna, like, for your team, and then I'll tell them, but I can't see the gun, so you wanna, like, just keep an eye on it. Josh Campanero will step in. First baseman for the Pilots. A little bit outside, he'll swing at it, 0-1. Fortunately, guessed poorly there. 0-2. Thinks about it. Lay off 1 and 2. That did. Strike 3, that hit the top of the zone. I could barely hear it. That was probably the least amount of touching I've ever seen. It sounded like a little finger rub, but he hit it. And Peter McNeil will get out of it. 1, 2, 3. You're giving up a walk. Mark Campanero will step in here after a great first inning. And the lineup will turn over for the Stingers. Still 0-0 here on the top of the second. Mark Campanero has 2 pitches. Got that slider almost all players utilize in the league, and he goes up to that change-up eephus. And sometimes he'll drop down for that sidearm throw. And that's deep, and that's to the deepest part of the field. And they hold him to a single. But that ball was ripped over the head of Keaton McKay. Didn't have a chance on it. And Peter McNeil will step right back up after flying out in his first at-bat. Just in front of the slow curve. Would have been a strike regardless. 0-2 now. Fouled off. Peter staying alive right here. Fouled off there. 2-2, right?
Huh? I know.
2-2's the count. Barely misses, and the count is now full to Peter McNeil. And a slow pitch that gets hung up, and it'll drop in front of the shortstop. He'll stop it. And Jordan will advance for a borderline interference, but he'll reach third regardless. One thing that's been working for Mark is he's sped up his pitch delivery. But still, trouble brewing here in the top of the second. Runners on first and third, no outs. Cole Blevin takes pitch 1-0. Swinging at the slow riser. 1-1. Thinks about it. Cole Blevin's having his best year offensively, hitting .390 on the year. Already an excellent defender. As they reload on balls here. Story between these two teams, they've been at the bottom of the standings for their entire careers. Stingers originally part of the first 4 into the World Series in 2020. 1 out away from winning it. Didn't capitalize. Now they find themselves here. As that is shot to Keaton, catches it, and he'll hold Jordan Rice at third. Normally a shot that most players would run on, but not on Keaton, one of the best defenders in the league over at second base. Barrett Carlo, the on-base machine, will step in. One of the few players hitting the 400s. Does well to put the bat away. 1-0. That slow eephus pitch is working from Mark today. 1-1. Nice pitch right there. 1-2. And he got him, strike 3. And that is an unfortunate strikeout for Barrett. Looked like he made up the decision to swing before the pitch was thrown. And that'll be Mark's second strikeout of the day. Jonas will take another step in. Second at bat in the AWA. And that's in play. That's a fair ball. And Mark can't come up with it. Peter's caught in no man's land. A little bit of MLB The Show base running tactics there, but everyone is safe. No run will score, but the bases are now loaded for Jordan Rice, who's had a power surge as of late. This whole Stingers lineup is very dangerous. And Jordan Rice, arguably top power threat for the Stingers, will step in. And that's in play. Tag it and tag the bag, and he'll get out of the inning. Clutch play from the rookie Ryan Budnick there on the play in his AWA debut. Pilots narrowly get out of the bases loaded jam. But we'll head to the bottom of the second, 0-0 still. And Keaton McKay will lead it off. Peter McNeil. Only 3 players in the AWA have a sub-3 ERA. Gabe DeMiro, Josh Gradwell, and Peter McNeil. This is high there, ball 1. Peter McNeil had the devastating knee injury last year. Made it back, that's why he wears the knee brace. 2-0 count. At times Peter can get wild, that has been his issue. But when he's on, he's one of the best pitchers. In the AWA, that nicks the zone. 2-1. Right down the middle, 2-2. 55 on the gun. Just misses full count.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Just working Peter's pitch count up here. And that's in play to Peter. What a snag. Peter McNeil, check his hand for some spider tack, because that ball just stuck right to his hand. He kind of slapped at it for the play. He's got a history of using foreign substance. Might need to check him again. Mark Campanero will step in here. 1 away. And that's an identical shot to his last at-bat, just getting underneath it. And much like Mark Campanero, last year's Silver Slugger, Thomas Blales, both players having a down year. It's a slow curve to Ryan Budnick here, 0-1. Fouled straight back, 0-2 count. Walked in his first plate appearance. Does well to get a piece of it. A pitch that most players would whiff on. Got him, strike 3, and he froze him. Peter McNeil, 1-2-3, another easy inning for the 3rd in the league in ERA. Peter McNeil makes his case for the Cy Young. Mark Campanero will head back out there, top of the 3rd inning, 0-0. Peter really embracing the dingers or nothing mindset this year. Leads his team in home runs, but also has the lowest average on his team. Yeah. Hey, that's how you do it. First 4 get on base. Peter steps up. Dinger.
I'm just trying to embrace my inner Ricky Sexton.
A nice pitch there from Mark. Mark must have been practicing, because this is the best start we've seen thus far in his career. Strike 2. Rickett strike right there. I would love for someone to hit a home run off one of those. New rule: if you no, I can't. Yeah. Flares it off. Nice little ping there. Mark has been working towards the top of the zone. Some elite speed placement. Speed limit here is 59. from the regulated distance of 37 feet, 36 and a half. Got him. Strike three on another 59 mile per hour fastball.
That's fine, right? What is it?
Yeah, that's fine. 59 is
Yeah, this gelatin looks a little stacked. Yeah.
They only put up 2 runs last week, so you know the offense is down, but Mark's pitching well. Yeah, that doesn't help. And a high pitch right there to Cole, Aaron Judge Blevins. Slow pitch right there to Keaton. Throws it for the out. Keaton McKay, the vacuum. Every time the ball is thrown his direction, it seems like he makes an astounding play. And Barrett Carlo will step in here. Up high, ball 1. And that's in play to the shortstop and can't come up with it. A tough play to make, and Barrett will reach 3rd in the league in average. And Jonas will step up after singling. His first career hit just got by Mark Campanero. Just in front of the eephus from Mark. Went there 0-2. Speeds it up there 1-2. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the 3rd. Lays off. Issue for lefties this year has been laying off the inside slider. Does well there. 2-2 count. Got him. Strike 3 on the slow eephus. And they will get out of the inning with a chance to win the game here in the bottom of the 3rd, 0-0. Pilots led the league in walk-off wins last year, but not an easy task against Peter McNeil. Pilots have put up a combined 2 runs in the last 11 innings. And they really need a jump to their offense right here. As Peter talks to Jordan about the strategy here facing Josh Campanero.
Get on base. Any way you can, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
Strike right there, 1-1. Did not go. It's like 2-1. Two count. Bounces there, full count. A lot of full counts worked by the Pilots here today. One bigger than the one right here. Got him, or walked him. And the first base runner of the inning is on. Josh Campanero. Big walk. Could prove to be the biggest walk of the game as the winning run. At first base, Keaton McKay has been hitting for average, steps in right here. Strike right down the middle, 0-1. 1-1. Pitch that barely misses, 2-1. And that's in play to the shortstop, Barrett, who looks at first, can't make the play, and Josh will advance all the way to 3rd, the winning run at 3rd base, no outs. And who else but Mark Campanero with a chance to redeem himself. Had 2 pop-ups. But he still has a chance to win it for the Pilots right here. And that's a shot over the head, and that's a walk-off for the Pacific Pilots. They win game 1, 1-0. The Pilots have put up 1 run in 12 innings, or 3 runs in 12 innings. And it's enough to get the game 1 win, a quick 1-0 victory for the Pilots as we get ready to start game 2.
It's my best game ever. Of all time. Except for my first game in the league, I didn't give up a run in that game.
Right.
And that ERA?
It's probably only like 7 now.
Whoa. I think it was 7.5 to begin with, so it's probably like 6.
Well, let's ask, yeah.
Same exact lineup. Same exact lineup.
Alex, what's Mark's ERA? Next inning, when he's pitching, just click on his name and it'll tell you. Pitching for the Stingers in game 2. Jordan Rice, the knuckleball extraordinaire. When he's on, he's the best pitcher in the league. When he's off, he has struggles with the walk, a 4 ERA. Hardest part about the knuckleball is location. It doesn't always do what you expect it to do. Another issue for the Stingers has been, up until today, they played every game in the rain, with the exception of 1 series against the Enforcers. This will be their 2nd series in the sun, and we'll see if that has anything to do with the pitching. So far, both pitchers have been exceptional in game 1. And Keaton McKay will lead it off for the Pacific Pilots after a walk-off single from Mark Campanero. They took game 1, 1-0. We're all set to start game 2.
Good eye, boy.
2-0. And that ball is shot over the head of Barrett. Whoa, and he... That looked a little sus. Yeah, well, Keaton laying on the ground like that for a little bit freaked me out.
Don't scare me like that.
Was it ankle? What was it? You don't know?
I didn't sign a waiver.
Yeah, for
I know.
Tom takes all liability. 1-0 after a single from Keaton. 2-0. Mark 1 for 3 on the day with the walk-off. 3-0. Just behind the pitch, 3-1. Mark came out swinging here today. Just behind it again. Most likely would have been a strike there, but the count is now full. 3-2. Would have. Top of the zone. Just fouls it off again. It's a good battle right here. Nicks the bottom of the... Did I hit the bottom of the zone? Yeah, it was the bottom of the zone, yeah. And that's strike 3. It hit the bottom of the zone. Yeah. You can look at the replay, but it hit the bottom of the zone. It hit the bottom of the zone. It was the bottom of the zone. That's a big strikeout from Jordan Rice. Tough to track the knuckleball. brought it back.
What?
0-1. 0-2 now. Budnick looking for his first hit of his career.
Come on, baby, let's go.
1-2.
Yup.
Pitch that sails a little bit there. 2-2 now. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first inning of game 2. Lays off, full count. And lays off it. He will get a walk. Runners on first and second as Josh Campanero will step in.
Great AB.
Josh Campanero steps in. He was the winning run in game 1 for the Pilots. Just in front of it. 0-1. Oh, 2. Josh getting the knuck to work early here. 1-2. Two and 2. Just misses full count again for Jordan Rice. He's worked every batter to a full count up to this point. And lays off of it for another walk. Jordan Rice has been getting ahead and losing batters here. Now in a bit of danger here. 1 out, bases. Mark, can you go to the third? Can you go to third? Bases juice. Bases loaded. Keaton McKay will step up in a big spot here. Keaton hitting 420 on the year. Just high, ball 1. 0-0 here. A knuckle that barely misses inside. 3-0. Peter, I think it's 1 out. Yeah. 3-0 count here. He'll lay off of it and walk in a run here. 1-0 the score. Mark Campanero will step in here. Goes to the yellow bat. One we almost lost last week as Brock Less threw it into the bushes. And that's flared up and caught from Cole, and he'll hold the runners. That is a big out for the Stingers, and it'll be 2 away. And Ryan Budnick will step to the plate here in a big spot. Pilots need to capitalize. Just sails on him a little bit. Ball 1. Nice pitch right there, evens the count. Low. 2-1. 3-1. Jordan Rice. And he'll walk another batter. And the score now is 2-0. As Josh Campanero refuses to step on home base again. 2-0 here, the score. Top of the first inning. Stingers 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Hits the elbow 1-0. A nice pitch right there, evens the count 1-1. Fouled off 1-2. Misses low, 2-2 count. Josh Campanero. Full count. Something's got to give. Got him. Strike 3, and that's a huge strikeout to limit the damage. 2-0 the score as we head to the bottom of the first. It's a big strikeout from Jordan Rice. Will lead off the inning. Jordan Rice will lead it off. Strike 1. This is low, 1-1. And that's a foul ball down the line, 1-2. Fouls it off. Remains 1-2. Just inside, 2-2 count. A little ahead on the inside Ephus, 2-2. Jordan Rice. And that's popped up and playable. Mark will make the play. Almost hitting the pots. And that'll be 1 out in the inning for Mark Campanero. Alex, click on Mark's name in the top right corner and then look at 2022 stats or team. Seven, 3-8. And Peter, yeah, Peter McNeil will step in. Just high. Sleeveless Peter, equivalent of Hoodie Mello. 1-1.
Thank you.
A little in front of that. Stay tuned for the Stingers alt unis. to. And that's a shot to the shortstop. Oh, and a rare miss from Keaton. And Peter will get to second on the overthrow. Keaton usually solid over at second. Split. Shot straight up. And Peter is aboard. Cole Blevins, the on-base machine, will step in here. One away. Runner on second. Score 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Fouled straight back. And that's a shot caught by Josh. And will not get Peter, but that's a great play from Josh Campanero defensively at first. They try the hidden ball trick. And there'll be 2 outs in the inning. Eric Carlos steps in. Just low. Ball 1. Damn it, Barrett.
I know.
1-1. Just high. 2-1. Fouled back, 2-2 count. Got him, strike 3. Whatever Mark's taking, I'd like some, because that is 4 scoreless innings so far for Mark today. Quick turnaround, and we head to the top of the second. Pilots lead 2-0. Keaton McKay will lead it off. Out of play, ball or strike 1. And that's a hanger. And Keaton will look at 2. And he'll get there. Leadoff double for Keaton McKay as that pitch caught all of the plate. And Mark Campanero will step in here. Just misses inside, ball 1. And that ball is just foul, destroyed. 1-1.
It went over the neighbors.
Right. Don't have the view from this. And that is deep. And Cole doesn't even do anything there. And that'll be a single for Mark Campanero. Don't know what Cole was doing at second, but that ball was definitely catchable. We'll see how they score it. That's fouled out. Pilots now lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of. And that's a shot to Cole again. And he is safe. And Cole is getting all kinds of exposed out there. He's comfortable in his first base position, but second base is a completely different story. 2-0. Jordan Rice not getting much help defensively today. It's a lob and he...
How did I miss that, though?
2-1. 2-1. And that's a shot to the first baseman. He'll get the out, but a run will score. 4-0.
Productive out. Productive out.
1 out. 4-0 here. Top of the second inning. And a knuckle that barely sails.
Productive out.
2-0. And that's a shot to the shortstop, and no one's there to cover first. Another run will come in. The score is 5-0. Jordan not happy with the defense put behind him here today. As 3 runs have come across in the inning. And that ball is destroyed. You hang it, they bang it. That's 5 in the inning. There's 6-run limits here. And that'll be a home run for Mark Campanero.
Let's go. Good stuff.
And the score now is 7-0 here. Top of the second. They're getting a hold of Jordan here as that ball is shot to Cole, who makes the grab. And that's 2 outs in the inning. And Josh Campanero will step in. Barely misses inside, ball 1. 2-0. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to Josh Campanero. Turn over the lineup here. Pilots can't get back to 500 today, but if they sweep, they can get back to 10-11. So that's inside. And that ball is hit down the line to the shortstop for the out. They got him, and that'll end the inning, 7-0. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, Stingers got to do some work. See if Mark Campanero can keep his pitching as good as he's been doing it. Who's up, Alex? Jonas steps in here. Fouled straight back. And that's in play to the pitcher. And he'll ground out for the first out of the inning, 1 away. Jordan Rice will step in here, looking to help himself out here. Lays off of it, ball 1. Strike right there, 1-1.
I mean, that's a tough one because
Fouled off right there, just in front, 1 and 2. Got him, strike 3. And that'll be 2 outs in the inning for Mark Campanero. Peter McNeil will step in here. I wonder how that happened, because I don't put them out there unless they're... You wanna? Can you take them if you're DHing next inning and just scuff them there?
Yeah. It's all good.
2 outs here in bottom of the 2nd inning. 7-0. Pacific Pilots in yellow, Southern Stingers in red. Right in front of that one, strike 1. Nails him. 1 and 1. One and 2. Pitch that looked like it was going to break. Does well to fight it off. Some good contact right there. Lays off of it, 2 and 2. Reload on balls. Got him, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. We head to the top of the 3rd. 7-0. Stingers go 1, 2, 3. All 1. And that is out of here. Solo home run, Mark Campanero, 8-0. And Mark Campanero is starting to heat up. 8th home run of the year. Step on home there, Mark. What the?
It's a Campanero thing.
It really is. And that's hit to first. Jonas can't make the play. Stingers having trouble with defense here today. And Jonas, Cole normally in that first base position, out of position. And that's in play again to the pitcher. He'll throw it to first for the out. And it's safe on the review. Jordan Rice is not getting any help from his defenders today. Should have been 2 outs. It's 2 base runners. So that's a nasty knuckle right there. Quick 0-2.
There you go, let's go, baby.
Just misses 1 and 2. Got him, strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. And Mark Campanero will step right back in where he left off. Mark's starting to heat up here at the halfway mark in the 2022 regular season. Lets that go inside. A nasty knuckle right there, 2 and 1. And that will be a walk to Mark Campanero. Not the worst thing for the Stingers right there, but now the bases are loaded for Ryan Budnick here.
Oh, yeah.
Reloading balls. Just join us to score here in the top of the third. 8-0. Jordan Rice hasn't pitched terribly, but his fielders haven't been able to pick him up, and that's been the difference here today. As that ball is just out in front of it. And that little in front of what could have been a grand slam there, 0-1. One and one. Just behind that one. 2-2 count now. See.
Eat him.
Full count now. And that ball's a foul ball. Had a chance to get out of here, but hit the Tropicana tree. And it'll remain full. And it will walk another run in, 9-0 to score here. It'll be interesting to see the stat line for Jordan Rice here today. The score is not 1 out. The score is 9-0, but how many of those are earned? Relatively low for Jordan Rice. Defenders have not been able to pick him up. Throws the ball high there, ball one. Just in front of a pitch that would have been a strike regardless, 1 more. Those are some nasty pitches. Stop at the bar. the sun. Tough sun situation for Jordan Rice. He's pitching blind out there. Those might have been the most unhittable 1-2 pitches we've ever seen. Knuckles that hit the top bar. Arguably never are in the zone, and he can't see. Get that man a hat. Got him, strike 3, and that's a blind strikeout for Jordan Rice with the sun in his eyes. And that'll be 2 outs here, bases loaded still. And Keaton McKay will step in. Who knows, maybe Jordan Rice is a better pitcher blindfolded. Get this man some aviators. Who designed this field? 2-0. Yeah, correct. Just in front of that one. 2-1. Mark, we might need to have you get some of those home run balls. You ding. 2-1 count. Just high, 3-1. And that's in play to Barrett, and he can't make the play. Jordan Rice, once again, his team cannot help him out there. And it'll be 10-0. 2 outs here in the top of the third. And that's in play to Jordan, who will field it and get the out. Gets out of it, but the Stingers have some work to do heading to the bottom of the third, 10-0. Cole Blevins will lead it off for the Southern Stingers. Facing Mark Campanero, who's had his best 5-inning stretch in his pitching career. Has lowered his ERA perhaps below 7 here in game 2. But this game is not over yet. No lead is safe here in AWA Wiffle Ball. Cole Blevins, a big on-base machine. 380 this year, 2022. Later in the year, as the swingers become more swing happy. It's almost the pitchers who throw more balls are more dominant later in the year. Is that one just not scuffed at all? Hey, throw the ones that aren't scuffed to the scuffing center. So get those pearls out of there. Cole Blevins will step in here. The Stingers need base runners. You can't get it all with home runs. Just got to get on base and see what happens. Ball one, Cole Blevins. Two and 0. And that's in play to the shortstop. Ryan will make the play. Great play from Ryan Budnick. And that'll be one out here as Barrett Carlos steps in, looking to help his team out here. Nicks the bottom of the zone, strike one. And that ball is deep and caught over the shoulder. 2 outs there. And Jonas Fergusad will step in here. Huh? Stepping in here. Fate of the Stingers. Lays off the ephus. Mark has been employing the ephus here today, and so far it's paid off. And that ball is hit, and that drops for a base hit. Save that ball. Hey, Alex, did you have a no-hitter going, or Mark, did you have a no-hitter going on? Hey, Alex, how many hits has he given up today? How many hits has he given up today? Yeah, Mark. All right. You would have not a lot. Not, you would have scored him as errors. Just in front of that, strike one. One and one. Two and one. Mark Campanero. He's pitched excellent here today. Just in front of the ephus. 2-2 count. And that'll be it. Strike three. And Mark Campanero has pitched the best 2 games of his career when the Pilots need him most. They'll take the series heading into game 3, and we'll try to go for the sweep. Pilots now at 9-11, looking to get to double-digit wins. Stingers looking to avoid the sweep and maintain a positive record.
Peter, who's pitching?
The Pilots are doing a mini tryout here for seeing who's going to pitch in game 2. They got 3 guys throwing right now. They got a mini tryout. If you're just joining us, Mark Campanero, the Pilots' 3rd option regularly, pitched games 1 and 2 excellently. And they're trying to figure out who can throw a strike here.
How to even like throw a football. Like I still don't.
And here we go, game 3. First pitch. Ball 1. And that is fouled back 1-1. 2-1 count. 3-1 to Jordan Rise. Full count. He'll lay off of it. Jordan Rice will walk. And Peter McNeil, sleeveless, steps in.
My mom is with.
Peter McNeil, 9 home runs on the year. Takes one high, ball 1. 2-0. Ryan Budnick's first career start. Peter reaching out of there, 2-1 count. 2-2 count. Make the count full here. Shot ripped down the left field line, but foul. Full count. And that is a fair ball, and everyone's safe. Nice hit from Peter McNeil to get on base there, and the Stingers got something going here. No runs scored for the Stingers yet in games 1 and 2, but they got something working here. Cole Blevins will step in. Runners on first and second, facing Ryan Budnick in his AWA pitching debut. Just in front of that. Got a little excited. Strike 1. A little late there, 1 and 2. And that's in the play to the pitcher. And he tags him for the out. A little bit of miscommunication between the shortstop and the pitcher, but nonetheless, Ryan will take the ball and get the out over third. The lead runner, 1 gone. And Barrett Carlo will step in here. The runner in scoring position in the form of Peter McNeil at second base here in the top of the first inning. Low. Just misses, 3-0 count. And he'll walk him on 4 pitches And Jonas Ferkensad will step in here with a deep single in his last at-bat in Game 2. Two rookies in their debuts here, facing off. Just wide, 2-0. Jonas looking for his first RBI in the AWA. Little inside, 3-0 count. We'll see if Coach Peter gives him the green light at third. It looks like he does. And he will take ball 4. And the Stingers get their first lead and run of the game. 1-0 here. 1 out. 1 run scored for the Stingers here in the top of the first. Base is loaded, and Jordan Rice will step up after walking in his last at-bat. And that ball is foul. Jordan was just in front of that. It's a good pitch to hit. And that will be popped up, and he can't make the play. He's got too many balls in his hands. Unfortunately, couldn't. Tried to make the one-handed catch, but new life for Jordan Rice. 0-2. 1-2 now. Two and 2 count. Jordan has been the king of popping it straight up in this at bat, but he's still in there 2-2. Just misses low. Tests out a knuckle there. Facing the knuckle king himself at the plate. Full count. And that's a shot. Mark will snag it. What a play. But by getting the out, 2 runs will come across. And they'll get 1 out there, 2 outs now, but the score now 3-0. 2-run score from the bat of Jordan Rice. The Stingers tack it on here. Peter McNeil will step in. Swinging at the first pitch, strike 1. A slow knuckle there at 45. Quick 0-2 count. One and 2. They reload on balls here. Yeah, the juice balls, the unscuffed balls.
What's the Canadian?
1 and 2 count to Captain Peter McNeil. Almost hits the bat, but that will be a ball. 2-2. Yep. Foul straight back. Count remains 2-2. And the count will be full.
Is that a knuckleball?
Employing the knuckleball out there. And it'll walk Peter McNeil. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. And Cole Blevins will step in here.
How many outs? I got 1. No.
Strike 1. 1-1.
Jonas, put this in the bucket. Crap.
2-1. 3-1 count to Cole Blevins.
So we don't use it.
There are no more back here.
I didn't see it.
Where'd they all go?
I thought it was gonna be a bunch.
Yeah. 3-1 count to Cole Blevins. 2 outs. 2 on. 3-0 here in the top of the first. And that's a shot to the first baseman, and they'll get out of the inning. Only 3 runs come across. And we head to the bottom of the first. Peter McNeil back on the mound after only giving up 1 run in game 1. Pitched excellently, but his team couldn't pick him up. Story of the day, Stingers defense has not been very good today. Stingers trying to avoid the sweep here. Their record right now, 12-11. Pilots record, right now is 8-11, or 9-11.
Really? Okay, so Ryan, I didn't even know that I didn't know who you were until something. Oh, that's right, wasn't it? So,
And Keaton McKay will lead it off for the Pacific Pilots.
in 19 what? Was it early 80s? That's
A little hot there on the gun.
That's right.
Ball 1.
What in the hell was that?
So Debbie and Rich, right across from my parents.
Just high, 2-0.
And my brother lives in that house now. But yeah. Okay, so that's fun.
3-0.
Oh, we plan to go to Canada.
Nice toss back right there. They'll miss 4-pitch walk to Keaton McKay.
What happened to him?
As a player or as a parent? Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's been like all these foul balls that have gone over every fence. And your foul ball that went over the back fence. You dingo. New rule. If you hit a foul ball and it's lost, big trouble. Curve right there misses, ball 1. 2-0, Peter McNeil starts off 6 straight balls. 3-0. See if Mark Campanero has the green light right here. He'll walk the first 2 batters on 4 pitches. And Ryan Budnick will step in here. Stingers up 3-0 here in the bottom of the first.
I definitely would go.
A nice pitch right there, top of the zone, strike 1. 0-2. Start Ryan Budnick. And he held 1-2. And that's in play to the pitcher, and he'll get the out. It was close, but they get the lead runner. Over at third, a great play from Peter McNeil. And there'll be 1 out in the inning. Josh Campanero steps in, looking to help the Pilots here, down 3-0. Just misses low. And that's flared up to Jordan, who makes the catch. And Mark will tag to go to third, but that'll be 2 outs with runners on the corners. And Keaton will step in. Ball 1. Fouled back 1-1. Another ball fouled back 1-2. Hits him in the face. 2-2 now. He wants to feel something again.
What is it, 2-2?
Yeah. Got him. Strike 3. And Peter McNeil gets out of another scoreless inning. He's allowed 1 run on 4 innings today. And the Stingers will take that lead into the top of the second, 3-0. Oh, it is. No, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, that's...
So like when Mark has a 7 ERA, that's technically a 21 ERA.
Hey.
But it's 7 in the books. So it's probably sub 7. Yeah, we'll ask Alex after this. Well, now because everyone's so elite at pitching this year, like the average ERA is like 4.1 or something. Really?
I might have a good knuckleball, but I give up a lot of them.
Well, I honestly think you probably had like 3 earned runs today.
Yeah, in 1 inning I had 5 out.
Yeah, Alex is very error favorable, so. Yeah. Got some buns. Mark Campanero giving some lessons to the rookie Ryan Budnick. As the old balls come out of nowhere, Barrett Carlo will lead it off. On base machine. And Stingers need it here. Keep the train moving. The lesson didn't pay off. 2-0. 3-0. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to Barrett Carlo. Jonas Firkenstead steps to the plate. Since his first game, he's really turned it around, getting on base his last 3 at-bats. Fouled straight back. One and one. Outside, 2-1. Yep. A little late, hits the zone. They reload on balls. I think it's right there. It's like in the bushes though, like right over there.
What about this one, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, where's that?
Oh. 2-2 count. All now. Misses, and he'll walk Jonas. Runners on first and second here in the top of the second. No outs. Score 3-0. Southern Stingers looking to avoid the sweep here in Game 3. Ball 1. Ball 2. Stingers had a AWA best of 12-6 5 games ago. That's ball 3. But they've dropped their last 5. Hits there for a strike, 3-1. Stingers have played every game except for 2 in the rain. And they might be a rain kind of team. As he'll walk Jordan Rice there, bases loaded. For Peter McNeil. Sleeves down, completely, oh, never mind. Sleeves back up. Hi there, Ron Budnick, trying to find his stuff here. Swinging hard there, 1-1. One and 2. Some hefty hacks here from Peter McNeil here. And that is a foul ball.
When you on the dong side?
Got him. Strike 3 on arguably Ryan's nastiest pitch of the day. First strikeout, and he needed it there. 1 out, and Cole Blevins will step in, trying to provide some insurance runs. 1 out. And that's a hit right up the middle, and everyone's safe. Cole Blevins, an RBI single. And the score now is 4-0. The on-base machine, RBI machine, Cole Blevins really has turned it around offensively this year. Big part of the Stingers' offense, and Barrett Carlo will step in. Fouled it off. 0-1. Just inside, 1-1. Two and 1. 3-1. And that ball is deep. It's got a chance. It's out of here. Grand slam, Barrett Carlo. And the Stingers now lead 8-0. 5 runs in this inning. There's a 6-run limit. And it's deja vu from last game, but reverse for the Stingers, fighting to not get swept. That's inside, ball 1. Two and 1. It's always tough for the rookie debuts. Even if you're a former college athlete, regardless, baseball to wiffle ball, just takes some time. For the elite prospects, usually just a game and they come back swinging out of the fences. Nick's hit right there, 2 and 2 now. Budnick looking to try and get out of this inning. Knuckle inside, full count. And he will walk Jonas. And Jordan Rice will step in again. He's been getting on base a lot today. It's 2, yeah. One more run would end the inning. Just in front of that. 0-1. And that's to the pitcher, and everyone's safe. Ryan's issue to this point has been not dropping the ball in his hands. And Jordan Rice will get on. Peter McNeil back up. Swinging early. And that would have been a strike regardless. Nice pitch right there at 59.02. And that ball is caught. That was some good contact. But the ball just died, and we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. 8-0 here for the Stingers. As they're going to talk it over. Mark Campanero will lead it off. 2 home runs today to really help his case for the Silver Slugger. And that is a pop-up to Jonas, will make the out. And that's a big out. First out of the inning is always most important. Stinger's iconic, can't throw around the ball after an out. Nails Ryan Budnick. Ryan looking to try and help himself out here. 2-0. 3-0. Just under a pitch right there, 3-1. And that's a foul ball. Peters worked it back to full. Got him, strike 3. Peter McNeil worked his way back from 3-0 and gets the second out. And Josh Campanero will step in.
Go, Josh.
And that ball is deep, and it's out of here. There goes the 0 for the Pilots. 8-1 the score. And right after Josh steps on home, he's going to have to go get that because we're running low on balls today. If he does step on home.
Hey, now that you said it, it reminded me that.
And that could be the ignition to start the Pilots offense. Strike 1. 0-2 count. Keaton's got that back throw on lock. Fouled back again. Remains 0-2. And that's popped up to the pitcher, and they'll get out of the inning. We head to the top of the third. 8-1 the score. We'll see what the Pilots decide to do here. But need a quick inning from Ryan Budnick in order to give themselves a chance in the bottom of the third. If you're just joining us, stay tuned for tomorrow, 9 a.m. for the announcement. Biggest announcement in wiffle ball history. An event that people will be able to attend. Fans of AWA. as Josh Campanero still looking for his home run ball.
Then JV, we'd have a job for you. You have to sit there and listen to the score. You can't heckle and.
Hiding one back here.
Yeah, give him a golf ball. That'll go pretty far. And we've lost Josh. He might have been eaten by a coyote.
That's right. That's why you always gotta be in charge of both, right?
If you're just joining us, the Pilots won Game 1, a score of 1-0. Pitchers duel between Peter McNeil and Mark Campanero, but ultimately the Pilots pulled ahead, won 1-0. Game 2, there's an offensive explosion from the Pacific Pilots, who have not been putting up many runs. They took Game 2, 8-0. And here we are in Game 3. We find ourselves Stingers back to work. I've really messed up Ryan Budnick. Score here 8-1 here in the top of the third. Fouled straight back.
There, now you're close.
1-1. Just misses 2-1.
And I recycled that.
Just behind the pitch there. 1-2 now to Cole Blevins. Full count. Something's got to give here. Got him. Strike 3. And that's a big strikeout from Ryan Budnick. The first out of the inning is always the hardest. And if the Pilots need a shot, they need a scoreless third here. Barrett Carlo coming up after hitting a grand slam that broke this game wide open in the top of the second inning. That misses high. Barrett, an on-base machine. Not as much pop, but maybe starting to find it here. 2-0.
They want something on second.
And that is flared up to Josh. And that's 2 quick outs for the Stingers. And Jonas, in his 2022 debut, will step in here. Trying to add some more insurance runs. Score of 8-1. Just misses low. 2-0. Jonas very patient at the plate. It's him in the shoe. 3-0. And he'll walk him on 4 pitches. Jordan Rice. The lineup will flip over for the Stingers. The Jake McNeil type player. Just a lead on base. Elite. A curve a little bit high, ball 1. Nice pitch right there, 1-1. Does not go. 2-1. 3-1. See what Jordan does right here. See if he has the green light. And it hits him, won't matter. Walks him. And the Pilots are 1 out away from getting out of this inning. They find themselves in a little bit of trouble here. Peter McNeil will step in, runners on first and second. 2 out. Top of the third. Peter's been pitching excellent here today. Peter, a first pitch swinger, loves the slider. He's just swinging at everything here. 0-2. Did not swing at the ball that hit him in the face. That would have been content if you swung out if it hits you in the face. Fouls it off. 1-2. 2-2. Peter likes working from behind in the count. 2-2. Hits him full count. Peter's worked it up to a full count after going down 0-2. And that's a hard hit ball to Keaton, and he'll get the out. What a play from Keaton McKay. And he'll tag him, and that'll be a scoreless third for the Pilots, just what they needed. Now they find themselves down 8-1 here in the bottom of the third. 7 runs is very doable in wiffle ball, especially the AWA. Mark Campanier will lead it off. He's already got 2 home runs today. Stingers find themselves 3 outs away from avoiding the sweep, headed by Peter McNeil, candidate for the Cy Young this year. And that is a foul ball. If I ever make money, bro. I know. 0-1. Next year there'll be a salary cap of $10. 0-1. Identical pitch and result right there. 0-2 to Mark Campanero. Now needs to find himself in protect mode here. Against one of the best 0-2 pitchers in the league. Fouls it off. 3 foul balls in a row. Lays off the pitch. 1-2. Got him, strike 3. And Peter McNeil, nasty today. Slow curveball, gets Mark Campanero. And Ryan Budnick will step in for the Pilots. Strike 1 on the curveball. Oh.
Jordan, what was the score last game?
1-1. Doing 1 count. 2-2 count after the foul ball. That bush has been getting destroyed. Got him. Strike 3, Peter McNeil. One out away from taking game 3 and avoiding the sweep. Stingers looking to stay above 500. Josh Campanero will step in. Inside. And that's a shot off the foot. And Barrett, the shortstop, comes all the way over and can't make the play. That'll be a single for Josh. Against all odds, Josh, lowest ERA or average on the Pilots, but he's hit Peter very well today. Home run and a single.
Dude, he's shivering in his boots up there. So.
Keaton McKay will step in. That slow curve from Peter McNeil just misses.
Typical couple of balls. Let's go.
2-0. Three and 0. All it takes is one base runner for a rally to start. A little bit of a misthrow from Peter, and Keaton McKay will get on with the walk. Pilots got something working here late. Mark Campanero will step in after striking out in his last at-bat against Peter. Ball one. Mark going with a more patient approach here. 0-2. Or 2-0. And that is to the shortstop for the out, and that's the game. The Southern Stingers salvage game 3 and go to 13-11. Pilots take games 1 and 2 and win the series. And their record is now 9-12. All around, great performance pitching from Mark Campanero and Peter McNeil. And that'll be it here from Edmonds, Washington.